What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is all about Pokemon business and my advice to you guys. Now, I'm all for starting a Pokemon business. In my eyes, it helps you guys and it also helps the community out a lot, because I think the more competition there is in the Pokemon sphere in terms of selling Pokemon products, the better the prices are, because we have to compete as sellers to give the very best price. Now, this is not a promotion into scalping, of course. That's something completely different. What I'm talking about is some legit forms of very affordable products. Like I say in almost every video and almost every Instagram post, is that I always do my very best to even beat Japanese eBay sellers or even Japanese prices as best as I can, and usually, and I'm pretty proud of this, usually I can do that. So I get a lot of questions. I get a ton of DMs on Instagram asking me, what is my advice for starting? How do you start a business? Where did you get the suppliers? Where did you get the wholesalers? Because in Japan, if you guys don't know, Japanese product is not allowed to be sold in the USA. If you look at the back of a Japanese Pokemon booster box, it will be labeled and it will say for sale in Japan only. This means it is not supposed to be sold overseas to the USA, and that's why it's so hard to get a wholesaler. I'm not really sure how Plaza Japan does it. They're not supposed to be doing it either, but somehow they seem to get away with it from the Japanese government. But that is totally out of my realm. I have no idea how that works. But honestly, I don't think that is the biggest thing for you guys to think about straight away. I started my Pokemon business over a year ago when Japanese Pokemon was really undervalued. Not many people wanted it. There's not the hype that we see in it today, and there was just no competition with anyone else selling. I felt like I was the only one. I think SM Pratt was also selling, but it was like me and him, the only two people it felt like that were selling Japanese product. And this made it vastly easier because, prices were way lower back then, and then suddenly, the rise of Legendary Heartbeat with the new Amazing Rares came out, and then we had Shining Fates or Shiny Star V, and then we had Matches Fighters come out with the new alt arts and the new types of cards, and then we've had EV Heroes. The hype has just gone through the roof, and therefore, prices have gone through the roof too, and it's taken a huge toll on Japanese suppliers and Japanese wholesalers and Japanese stores too, because a lot of people in Japan are wanting to ship these products now to the USA because they can sell them for $20-30 more than what they can get them in Japan. So it's even tough on me to get really cheap stuff now. It's just, if you're getting into Japanese Pokemon selling, it's not really a great time to do so, but I'm here to help you anyway, to try kind of like steer you in the correct direction. So my biggest piece of advice for you guys would not be to just get as much Japanese product as possible. It is to specialize in something. Be known for something that everyone can go to you for. You do not want to be spending $100 on booster boxes right now. You're not going to have the capital, or 0.1% of you might have the capital to do it, but people like me, we're just never going to be able to get in 20 booster boxes, and that's a pretty small volume anyway. A great example is my friend Arbox Dan, or Promo Hunters now is as he's called. He basically specializes in Japanese promos. That's pretty much all he does, is specialize in Japanese promos, and he's doing an absolute killing on it because he's just taking in as many unique promos as possible and selling them on eBay, because they're super hard to find, but they're actually kind of plentiful in Japan. So he's doing an amazing job. For me, when I first started, it was Sun and Moon booster boxes. They were severely undervalued. I remember the days when I'd be able to sell them for $45 a piece, and now they're well over $100. That's what I got into first, just not many people around wanted them. So today I wanted to kind of prove to you guys that if you focus on one thing and one thing only, it can definitely help you cut costs, and it can also make you known for something, and that's definitely good in the Pokemon business, or the social media presence anyway. So my example for today is getting things in bulk. So when you want to specialize in something, you want to be able to get it in bulk. You do not want to be buying one booster box from Sun and Moon, one from Sword and Shield, one Shining Fates. It just doesn't work. So for example, I got these in not that long ago. These are VMAX promo packs. They only got one card in them. As you can see, they are very, very thin. So one promo comes in it, one promo VMAX, which is an evolution, comes in. Now, Eevee Hero boxes are like $65 a piece, $55 to $65 a piece right now. Super, super expensive. And these are like collectibles. So I think there's like 4 or 5 evolutions that you can collect from these. And also they're just kind of cool to keep sealed. The very first VMAX special promos that came out in a pack just like this, they're going for like $30 or $40 each in Japan right now, which is kind of crazy considering the actual box with all the packs in it was only $15 at retail. So just the pack alone has gone up in price quite a lot. When I was asking my supplier to kind of like hunt for something that we could try get in bulk and we could try, you know, get really cheaply and then ship it over here cheaply and then sell for cheaply or sell for cheaper, you know, this came to mind. There is just a lot of these printed and a lot of people just don't want them, especially if you've opened, you know, 20 EV VMAX boxes. You already probably have a ton of these anyway. So I actually managed to get 59 of these in. Now, these as singles, if I was just buying one pack, are $25 a piece. And in Japan, it's not that far off that price either. It's hovering around $19 to $23 also. So you have to take into consideration when you're buying things in Japan, the cost of customs, so that's the taxes that your country puts onto the products that you're importing, and also just the price of shipping. It's really expensive to ship from Japan to the US or to the UK or wherever it is you guys are. So buying in bulk is something that's really, really smart because you're buying from one seller, you're able to do deals, and you're also able to cut down on delivery and shipping costs as well. So rather than me going on, for example, if I went onto eBay, I'd be having to spend $25 a piece plus $5 in shipping, $5 on shipping per pack. There's no way any of my customers are going to be paying $30, let alone any room for me to basically make any profit on it. So when we're hunting for packs, we always, me and my supplier, when I say we, it's me and my supplier, we always try find stores or people who seem to have a lot of these and try cut them a deal saying, you know, basically you give us all your stock, but we're giving you the money straight away rather than you having to wait weeks or months for that money to actually come in. So that's what I try to do. Try contact as many people as I can to buy in bulk. Always offer to buy in bulk rather than buy, you know, 50 at the actual price. You know, I'm taking all the stock for you, but I just want you to cut me a little bit of a deal. Whether that can be in shipping or whether that can be in the actual price, that's totally up to you guys. But it's just a business practice that I tend to use a lot just because it's cheaper for you and therefore cheaper for your customers, and therefore you're getting the very best price. So when I did buy, you know, this big pack, I think this has half of it and then the other half is in another pack with, I just took some of these out. It's really tempting for people because, you know, on eBay, if you look at the eBay sold listings for this specific product, it's $25 and it's being shipped from Japan. So for me, I'm selling it for $25, but I'm shipping it from the USA. So it is faster shipping and cheaper shipping. You want to be able to, you know, find stores online, find eBay stores online, which are located in Japan, and ask them for bulk prices. Make sure you always do that when you're trying to hunt for stuff. So that's my biggest piece of advice for you guys. Don't just go hunting for a supplier thinking your supplier can get absolutely everything you need. There's basically no Pokemon supplier which is going to have like 59 VMAX packs in it. Not many people do that, and go find these people, find these stores to look into it for you, because this is definitely the cheapest way to make money. And also something very, very important, not about just making money, but also making, you know, a customer base which trusts you, and also a store which is trustworthy, and also just do good for the Pokemon community. You do not want to be labeled as one of those people that, you know, are basically scalpers. You know, the worst thing in the world that could ever happen to me is be labeled as that, because to me, I'm always trying to provide the very, very cheapest prices possible, even beating Japanese like retailers. Like another thing that I do is try beat Plaza Japan with booster box prices, because if you buy off of Plaza Japan, they are inflating their prices a crazy amount right now. I would not personally buy off of Plaza Japan unless you have no other alternative, and that's just not me as a small, very, 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 very small competitor. But they have super inflated prices. I know what booster boxes are worth, and they're not worth what Plaza Japan put them on for. So just something to think about, some things that you guys might want to start thinking about. I know things are getting back to normal with COVID and whatnot, but you know, if you're wanting to make a side business, if you're a student like I was, or if you just want or if you just have a part-time job and you have a lot of time on your hands, this is a great way to do it. Build a community, get stuff in cheaply, and try sell it to people, and make a name for yourself, hopefully. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope it was helpful. A lot of you ask loads of questions about suppliers and stuff, and honestly, figuring this stuff out first before you get into suppliers is really, really important. For me, it was just booster boxes. For other people, it might be promos, it might be single packs, it might be vintage cards, it might be modern cards, it might be, there's a million things. The great thing about Japanese Pokemon is that there's a million things to specialize in. I don't particularly specialize in anything anymore, but I know a ton of people who do, and they're super successful, more successful than I am at doing it because they specialize. So specialization is definitely something people should look for, should definitely do. Things like this will definitely help you in the long run. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope this was somewhat informational and helpful. Let me know what you think down below. If you have any questions, do let me know. I'm more than happy to answer. So thank you so much. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.